Warning, spoilers ahead. Welcome to the Operation STRIX podcast. I'm your host, The Crow. Joining me today is Roski Draftsman.
Hello.
And Cool Blue Rays.
Hello.
The three amigos are back. The other three are dead, and they are never coming back.
They're dead to us. Going on vacation and having lives.
Yeah, how dare they have fun while we are here talking about Chapter 121 with Melinda, guys.
She came back.
She came back.
After, God, when was the last time? What was that chapter with the appointment?
I don't know. The last time she was in the fair that you people were losing your minds about it because it was supposedly satanic.
It was 109 when that happened. So
109 was January.
Jesus
yeah,
fucking
it was
Christ. Oh my
18
God.
chapters ago. Exactly 18 chapters ago.
18 chapters, and it was 7 months ago.
Oh my God.
To be fair, for a bi-weekly manga, that's actually not that bad.
Is it?
It's not, but at the same time,
tops for a weekly manga,
crazy.
you get 56 or 57 chapters if it's completely on schedule. This has been 6 months for a bi-weekly manga, and it has been 18 chapters. So
I'm just saying that we've gone for we had 2 chapters of Melinda in January, and we've had a whole Yor arc. We have had a kissing arc. We've had a self-realization on Yor's part, and then it just goes straight back to Melinda. And it gave me whiplash. It gave me whiplash.
For Endo standards, this is actually a pleasant surprise. You know?
Yeah.
It's not even bullshit.
It's not even bullshit.
You know what? I give him props for that. I think we were all pretty sure we were going to just skip right over back to
100%.
Anya.
100%, I thought.
But you know what? Endo can still surprise us sometimes.
You know what? Pines is right. He can write. He is a good writer. Sometimes 50% of the time.
Yeah, it's like
sometimes
a 50-50
he does stuff that actually feels like we're getting somewhere.
He gets it 100% right 50% of the time. That's our boy Tetsuya.
Yay!
Oh
God. And I guess he came back he heard our demands and was like, all right, fuckers, you want Melinda? You're going to get all the Melinda you can handle because we're having... Okay. So, cuts back to... I swear to God, it looks like it picks back up a couple of days after the whole Melinda thing. I mean, it's clearly been a week or two.
Okay, so in a week or two, we really had Yor having all this realization, and we're just like, oh yeah, all that happened between therapy sessions,
hold on, no, literally. Wait, hold on, because Lloyd's she missed her appointment this week.
Mm-hmm.
So she has a I guess once weekly appointment. So
which is quite frequent to go to a psychiatrist as a first time.
I mean,
patient.
that's a normal schedule for a psychiatrist.
No, it's not.
I wouldn't say so.
I see my psychiatrist once every 3 months.
Same here.
No.
Well, that's technically for just medication. Mine's a psychiatric nurse.
No, just just getting a therapy session is recommended. It is recommended that it's fairly frequent.
If it's if it's a counselor or a therapy session, but at the same, I don't know. I guess it's weird because he's also prescribing her medication. So
I don't. Is he prescribing Melinda medication?
yes, yeah.
He did say he prescribed her some light medication to help her sleeping issues, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing too heavy, like anything for anxiety.
Prozac.
Oh yeah,
Melinda's on Prozac.
I mean, if he's giving her Prozac every week, then yeah, we have problems. But I don't think that's what's happening. Like they just had a counseling session, and he prescribed her something so she can sleep better. And,
yeah.
I mean, at this
we
stage,
don't expect him to prescribe her something else.
I mean, there would just be more monitoring of her mental health at this point to even get a diagnosis or assessment done.
Like
for her,
I don't think. I don't think she's hitting the Prozac that hard. Like
she's not hitting it. I'm sorry, that's funny to me. Like she could be going way harder on the Prozac. It's just light Prozac.
Sounds like she's a drug user or something right now. Which I mean, technically, I guess she kind of is.
Or something. Sorry.
I mean, she is very high on the juju.
She is one.
I am super high on the juju as well.
I'm sorry. I'm going back. I'm looking at Mission 109, and like, okay, no, technically 110 is like the end of that.
Oh, okay,
thing.
okay.
But in between then, we've had Anya's mom reveal. We've had.
The stupid little the boy stuff with the booger and the prince.
Booger boy. We had Yuri chapter.
Fiona.
We have
your arc.
Your arc.
And then yours kind of love.
I love my husband.
Realization. Yeah.
Yay. That's a lot.
And we're going back with Melinda.
You sound so enthusiastic, Ruski. You sound so happy.
I mean,
Yay.
I'm in a good mood for the most part.
Are you? I can tell.
I mean, I'm matching Roski's energy right now.
Okay, so I'm really excited to get a little bit more Desmond lore since we finally got like a little bit more here from Melinda's like point of view with her journal. It was cool to find out that like Demetrius is 14, obviously, and
we kind of figured he was though. I mean,
I actually thought he was more like 12 or 11. Like,
no.
I am a little surprised he was a little bit older. I don't know.
No, because he's in middle school. I assumed
well,
at least
14
13
is like 9th grade.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Well, it was for me.
Really?
Yeah. When I was 13, when I graduated 8th grade.
What?
Yeah.
The hell?
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's different here because it's based off a different education system, to be fair. But yeah, I was 13 when I graduated 8th grade, and I joined high school when I was basically 13, 14.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know.
I was 15 when I started high school.
Really?
And then I was 18,
did your
19?
elementary school have like 6? No, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Never mind.
Nah.
Did it have like 9th grade and middle school for you?
No.
Or like an intermediate school thing?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy what like a 10-year difference can do for your education.
Education systems are very inconsistent about this. Like you have a general, preschool, elementary, middle, high school, university.
Yeah, it just changes.
But the details about that are messy as fuck. Like elementary school are 6 grades where I live.
Right.
Middle school is 3 grades, high school is other 3 grades, and then you get to university, which is whatever the fuck your career demands.
Yeah, for me, I did, obviously, kindergarten. I don't know if I did preschool, but I did kindergarten to 5th grade, then it was 6th to 8th grade, then 9th to 12th. And then some, a college at my community college here. Anyway, but aside that, Melinda apparently, like, someone pointed out that she wrote her age is 46 in this file. Which means, so we have a confirmed age for her. She's like 46 right now.
Is 14, that means she had him at 32?
A very appropriate age. You know what?
Yeah. Like,
and then
again,
having
surprising
Damien at 40.
Like
good for her.
14 years old.
Like, pretty late, though.
Back in women have
Actually,
it's
there's been a lot more
appropriate
research
age,
being
like
done about like women's ages, and I don't know what you guys have heard, but I heard that that kind of idea that like women kind of like the older they get, the like less likely they'll be able to have children, or their fertility rates drop, is very inaccurate to modern times, because that data was from like French peasants back in like the 1400s,
Well,
when
no,
they all
I'm just
died young, kind of
yeah,
thing,
no, I get that. I'm just saying,
instead of women.
I'm saying first child in the 30s is very strange for somebody in the 60s, because
uh,
usually it's like
okay. Oh
way
yeah. Well, to be
earlier.
Well,
fair, yeah.
really? Do you
But
think so? Because honestly,
yeah,
it felt like to me that nowadays we have this norm of like, oh, parents are like people are becoming parents like in their mid-20s, maybe.
no,
But like back in
no.
the day,
Having
they
kids,
were
like,
having kids when
In
they
the
were
in the
older.
nowadays,
60s,
you
it was
talk-
normal to have people have children when they were 18. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. I
right out
actually
of
think it's
college,
the
fuck up and
opposite.
have a kid.
no,
Like that was basically the norm.
no. What
I don't know.
women were having kids later, but they were usually on like their fourth or fifth kid in their 30s and 40s. Like
Yep,
your first
Hmm.
kid was like you were like 17, 18. Like
yep. Like
I
that was.
guess. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean,
life
it sucked,
circumstances.
but
I mean,
that,
okay,
that used to
maybe
be
it's
the norm.
because like Melinda and Donovan are like maybe they got together when they were a bit older, so they weren't like a young couple or anything when they were married and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So maybe that's why they had kids later in life, or maybe it's just because Melinda had the privilege of not worrying about having children
mhm.
earlier in her life because they had resources and stuff too.
I
don't know.
I do want to
don't know
point
that.
out.
I mean, that raises a lot of questions about Melinda herself,
yeah, I was about
which
to
would
say
be interesting to get into her family life outside of the Desmonds. But
because you have to think
Right,
about
right,
it.
yeah.
Yor was suspicious because she didn't have a family or kids, and she's 27, and yet Melinda
Yeah.
had her kid when she was like 32, which is very
Yeah.
strange.
yeah,
So
Hmm.
I don't know that.
mean, there chances are she's the second wife or something like that. But who knows?
Yeah,
I know we talked about the before, but I'm not. Well, okay. Before we knew what Demetrius looked like, we thought maybe she was the second wife and Demetrius was with the first wife. But because it's very clear Demetrius is Melinda and Donovan's son,
yeah.
like I'm not really sure if the whole second wife.
No,
thing
but
holds
the
much
thing
water
is,
anymore.
you don't have to be like. She
Well, I know
doesn't
you don't
have
have to have
be
children
the
with the first
stepmother
wife
of
for that.
one of the children, for her to be the second wife. You know,
It's true.
like Donovan could have married someone, they got separated, or she died, or whatever the fuck, and then she married Melinda, and then she had Demetrius.
Mhm.
I guess it's fair.
I
yeah.
mean, we really don't know at this point. It's just
I know.
I mean,
all we have to
we're
go
just-
off of
It's
is
a
a
lot
bunch
of
of
guesswork right now.
all we have to go off of is a bunch of silly hats and a man with a crazy haircut.
I
One
mean,
of many men with crazy haircuts. Endo really loves his jokey ass haircuts,
I mean,
and I don't blame him for that.
The,
You
You
it's
know
kind
the
of
sad
court
part?
jester.
It's fun. It's fun.
you know the really sad part?
What?
Like, that crazy ass haircut isn't even that weird when you consider real life occultists.
All
Because
right.
some of
I
them
mean,
look really
yeah.
fucking slow.
Occultists would definitely not be the most mainstream of people, I'm sure.
No, I mean, the funny thing, like, okay, I'm not gonna say that Crowley here is trying to make a cult like the real Alistair Crowley was,
Right.
because yeah, he was considered a menace to the British government because he was spreading ideas that were not approved by the powers that be.
Mhm.
But one of the things about cultists is that they intentionally make themselves look a little silly. They don't always look. They don't look completely
Same.
elegant.
Are they trying to make
Professional.
themselves seem
Like-
less intimidating that way or something?
No, it's
Is it
actually
like
a psychological tactic.
effect? What?
It's actually a psychological tactic because if they look a little goofy. They are not perceived as intimidating
Yeah,
by the
see,
people
that's
they're
exactly
trying
what I thought. Okay, I got it. I saw what you were going for, Roski.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, that
the
makes
fact
sense.
is like that goofy ass hairdo is not even the worst thing I've seen in
Really?
that department. Like,
Well,
oh my
all right
god.
then.
Later,
looks-
let me send me a pic if you find one. I kind of want to see.
I'd love to see, yeah, what other kind of crazy hairdos might
No,
have been
yeah,
going
like
on around
I
that
mean,
time.
the hairdos are one thing, but the wardrobes. Oh my fucking god.
Oh yeah, no wardrobe for sure. Yeah.
No,
I-
yeah, like he wasn't even a cultist; he was just a scam artist. But ever seen
Oh, was
Walter
he?
Mercado?
Okay.
Like that motherfucker was a walking jewelry. Like
Walking Jew. I thought you were about to say walking Jew, and I was like, whoa, there. Whoa, what's happening right now?
no.
You
No,
know
he
they
wasn't
don't
walking
walk
jewelry.
cut
Like
off.
he had rings, he had necklaces, he had earrings, he wore makeup, he had a mullet. Like he was the
Hell
whole
yeah.
package.
You know what? Good for
The
him.
original punk rock artist.
Yeah.
No, yeah, like he
The original
was like
scene kid.
he was like
Oh,
the
he was a
non-handsome,
scene
fucked up
kid.
version of Fabio.
Yeah.
He's one of them. Oh god, I don't even.
Okay,
One of
I'm
those
gonna-
I don't even want
emos.
to bring up high school
One of
memories.
these emos.
One
or
of them.
goths.
I
One of
was
those
about to say the vampire
vintage
kids.
goths.
Oh, you don't know about the vampire kids? Yeah, no, that
Oh,
was
Lord,
a thing
I
back
didn't
in
grow-
high school.
I didn't have any vampire
let
kids in
me,
my school.
send you something.
Yeah, send it to me, Roski.
I don't think I really had much like goth. Oh Lord.
Hell yeah! Looks like Betty White. Okay.
Oh, you have no idea how much I saw that
the
motherfucker.
egg was like, I thought that was Betty White.
Yeah, like yeah,
Fabulous.
you get some really goofy motherfuckers when
I love
you
it.
talk about astrology and occultism and all
If that dude
jazz.
came up to me and was like, "Hey man, you want to talk to some demons?" I'm like, I guess, yeah. I mean, you be the guy to do it with.
Sure.
Yeah, like
Why not?
Also,
yeah, but oh my god.
I just appreciate the fact that the Endo was like, "No, here's the literal Aleister Crowley," because why the
Yeah,
fuck not? Like,
literally.
I mean, like
Like
I
a little
mean, the
name
son
change
is
is
the
the same
literal
fucking
Aleister
dude.
Crowley. This guy is just Aleister Crowley
Senior?
by two with the.
I mean, he's got two
We
peaks
doubled
on
the
his
code.
head after all. He must be twice the occultist.
double, yeah.
I wonder if
Double.
Endo, he must have like a love for occultist stuff or something, huh? Considering
Japan
his love for
has a
horror
love for
media
occultist
and like
stuff.
his works, I figure he must.
I mean, I mean, there's a high chance that this is something Endo finds a fascination with, but well, not but okay, maybe but is not the accurate interjection. More like because this is a thing that has fascinated Japan since the 60s, specifically Western occultism. Like,
Oh, I know. I mean, we watched Dan to Dan.
no, but even
That's
but
fair.
even before then, like one of the things that happened during the 60s is that the prophecies of Nostradamus got translated to Japanese,
Oh,
Oh,
and people started reading it and it exploded. Like there was a wave of horror manga based on Western occultism, like that came from the 60s and the 70s. So entire generations grew up talking about the prophecy of Nostradamus or the Ars Goetia or even things or even religious related texts like the
Yeah.
Divine Comedy exploded
like
around
they
the
love
time.
that Catholic, like make the Exorcist fall in love. They love that Catholic
No, yeah,
religion,
like
vibe,
there was an
like
explosion
the
because
aesthetic.
of the prophecy
it's definitely the aesthetic.
It's
that
definitely
people
the aesthetic.
thought that the year 2000 was going to be the end of the world.
And then they
Like
got
they tied that
2012. Yeah.
both to a computer bug that was bound to happen, and it happened, and it wasn't a big
It
deal.
did happen.
Right.
But there was also a prophecy from Nostradamus that said that something really big was going to happen in 1999.
Yeah, and you know what it
So-
was? It was the Spice Girls' New Year's performance in New York.
Oh yeah, like
That's what
oh,
happened.
oh
I was
yeah,
gonna say I was born
there was some hot shit in.
Oh my God, you're bored.
in 1999, baby.
Shit.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a 1999
Wow.
baby.
Wow.
Yeah, so you were
So
born
you're the
when
reason
the
why
world
the
was gonna
world
end, and you
ended,
didn't know
Blue.
Yeah,
shit.
it's true. I'm sorry, guys. Every 12 years,
No.
something fucks up because that's when I turn 12 and 24. You ever heard that thing in I think it's Asian
Yay! But
myth that like
but
every 12
hey,
years like
if
something big happens. So like
it,
Trump
it,
got
it
elected
was,
president. Oh, I don't know what's gonna happen after that.
but I know, like, yeah, like it was
Probably like
saying, like,
aliens are gonna come down or something. I don't know.
yeah, like he was saying,
Way to
it's
go, Blue.
funny how much mangaka are familiar with Western occultism more than a lot of Americans and a lot of Europeans, because, well, Americans
Well,
more
it's the
specifically,
same
because
thing. We have weeaboos here, and they have I don't know, America boos over there.
I don't know,
There's also
but
cultures
like,
in Japan, I
people
think,
here are
who
like,
love
oh,
Mexican culture.
you're
and stuff,
talking
too.
about demons, you're the devil. Oh no, oh no.
Do
Meanwhile,
you
they're
think they
like,
kind of saw
oh,
it like kind of mythos the way we felt about like Greek myths and stuff, instead of like it's an actual religion for them? You know?
oh yeah, like for them, like in
Oh,
Japan,
Raph is
there's
here.
only like 1% of a Christian population. Only
Hi, Raph.
1%.
Hey,
It's a
Raph.
nothing part of the entire population. To them, Christianity is this weird religion where, like, oh, so they have crosses. And...
Well, that makes a lot of sense considering they have Christmas and it's just really a social
No,
event
yeah,
over
for
there,
them,
and
Christmas
really
is not
anything
even.
serious for like the religious
You don't even
context.
get the day off on Christmas for them.
I know. It's not.
Which is,
New Year's is big for them. I know.
yeah, New Year's is their big ones, but since
Yeah.
they have this fascination with occultism because it's this weird thing that came from this side of the pond, they're like, oh, so we can use this, and you're gonna see that they just put random demons from the Ars Goetia in their manga. Like, oh yeah, look at this. We have this Asteroid and Luzbel and Beelzebub and all this beautiful Asmodeus and all these beautiful things that people will probably raise across at me for even saying. Too bad I'm gonna repeat it, if I will. But they just think like, oh, this is cool. So the fact that Enda thinks this is cool, I mean, good for him if this is more of a personal interest with him. But this is one of those things that, because of the cultural syncretism that has been going on because of globalization, it has been a very peculiarly Japanese thing. Like, oh yeah, that's occultism, that silly thing that we can draw cool imagery from. Meanwhile, this side of the pond is like, oh my god, the world is gonna end, like the satanic panic. Oh fuck my life with that, but you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Melinda's dealing with that. Aleister Crowley. Okay, so like you're. I just like got my eyes glazed over with this part about Yor and the yogurt lid. Even though
Oh, yeah.
I vibe with Yor and like I'm gonna lick the underside of the yogurt lid, okay? Like you can't stop
No,
me.
yeah,
That's the good
like,
part of the
You
yogurt.
can't shame me for that.
You can't shame me because I don't have shame anymore.
No,
I'm
it's like
32.
I know you're trying to find something relatable that is not very telling about what you are experiencing right now. But come on, everyone leaks that fucking underside.
Everyone licks the underside of the yogurt. God.
Yeah,
Like
seriously. You just scoop that shit up and mix it with the rest of your
instinct
yogurt.
of not wasting food.
Whoa. Hold on. Did you just say scoop it up and then mix it with your yogurt?
Yeah.
What?
You guys-
Who does that?
Wait, that's
No.
Wait. You think that's crazy? Just scooping up the little bit of yogurt and mixing with the rest of the yogurt that came from the same cup?
That's psychotic, Blue.
That's psychotic, really. This is the stance you're going to take.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, 100%.
Christ
Like,
almighty.
I thought I knew
I
you.
mean,
Wow.
I mean, when it
I
gets
guess
into
I'm a criminal
it
now.
gains a
Okay,
different
okay, call the yogurt police
Fucking
on me.
illegal.
Take me to yogurt jail or
Yeah.
whatever.
I don't. You know what? I don't need to because you know what? Aleister Crowley, he's got visions of yogurt licking, and I can't even say that with a straight face. Okay.
I mean,
What is this? Okay, I want to talk about the prophecy or the visions or whatever, because all right, let me make sure I get all of it. Okay, so he has his little typewriter.
Yep.
He consults the universe about licking yogurt lids.
Right.
And okay, so he says a rustling forest, a room with drawn curtains, smoke, timid teacups, and the Rochambeau of crows. Which, a headache hurts and a red blizzard.
Yep.
All of that sounds very intimidating, but I could not stop thinking of Rochambeau from South Park. I did not know what a Rochambeau was. I just knew it from South Park. It was like every time somebody said that, you just kicked them in the balls. So, which is very different.
Well, you know what? Maybe Yor's gonna kick Yuri in the balls or something. He probably had it coming again.
No, he definitely had it coming.
Yeah.
Roshambo.
Yeah, Rochambeau.
I only know
That's
that word
rock,
from
paper,
Hamilton,
scissors.
and I don't even know what it means.
I thought I knew what it means, and that was to kick
I
people
mean,
in the
that's
balls.
literally rock, paper, scissors.
What?
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
what are you talking about?
Rochambeau is rock, paper, scissors.
I
Huh?
didn't know.
I've never in a million years heard of that before. What the fuck?
No, yeah, like that is a name that is used in some Spanish countries. And
Oh.
rock, paper, scissors is is a game that has like a million fucking names in different languages. Like in Japan it's called Jankenpon, which
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that was that. But anyway, yeah. So
rock, paper,
okay,
scissors.
guys, we got a lot of. Okay.
I mean, I love how like the red blizzard sounds very intimidating, the smoke sounds very intimidating, and then you have teacups and rock, paper, scissors. Like,
See,
wow,
I thought teacups. Okay, to me, I wasn't thinking like teacups. I was thinking of flowers.
Oh.
And then I'm like, okay, what is it? Garden? Like, does it have something to do
Maybe.
with garden? And then
Okay,
like
Crow, put on the tinfoil hat. Come over here. I'm gonna place it on your head.
place
Keep
it on
going.
my head. And then a headache hurts. That's clearly Anya. Like
Yeah.
Anya's got a vision. And then
So
I'm
So
thinking
she's
like,
going to do rock, paper, scissors to the death or something.
I
well,
don't know. I mean, the really funny thing about like half of these things is that they are very innocuous. And
I'm
very
thinking
funny.
it is, but okay. So like, all right, I'm gonna read between the lines here, even though it's probably completely wrong. Okay, a rustling forest, a room with drawn curtains. I could think maybe, all right, that might be like garden headquarters or something. Either that, or I'm thinking, oh, you know what? Okay.
What?
All right. Okay. I'm going in deep, guys. Y'all strap in for this one.
Okay.
Oh,
And I was
All
actually,
right.
so I was going to do, back when I actually had time to make videos and shit, I was going to make a short video about or a YouTube short about, okay, so like the headquarters, well, I guess one of the hideouts for Wise that we always see, that's the one, like the cover of it, the cover store of it is a salon, and it's called Gilly Doo. And like Gilly Doo is a mountain spirit from like English folklore or something like that. And well, he's like a forest spirit, but he lives in the mountains. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking rustling forest, that might be the Wise hideout. A room with drawn curtains, that's like behind closed doors, like it's very secretive. That's what I get from that. And then smoke is smoke. And I'm thinking red
Yeah.
and I'm thinking red blizzard, so maybe a fire. And the Rochambeau of crows, that to me kind of invokes like the idea of like spies, because like spies are called ravens and robins.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, actually, have we actually made a whole video about this? If you guys want to check it out on the on the web, the channel. But yeah, no. So like male agents back in the day were called ravens. Yes, and the ravens were the ones that went out and seduced women, And then
No, they're not the
Robins
Romeos.
were female agents that seduced men.
Right.
So there's a connotation between birds and spies. So like Rochambeau of Crows, I'm thinking like it might be something chaotic involving Wise. And then Timid Teacups, I'm thinking that might involve Garden somehow. Maybe Yor, because she's a briar rose, flower, teacups. I'm stretching on this one.
Oh boy,
Hello.
I'm really. You know what is coming to mind right now? The Pepe Sylvia meme.
Pepe
Like,
Silva.
yeah, like really hard. Like, I'm sorry, Crow, I love you, man, but like, I think Endo just might have thrown shit out there because the whole joke.
No, not at
No,
all.
you're refusing. Okay.
No,
Okay.
I literally,
Oh
this
boy.
is all. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Someone call the. Can we get him in a padded room or something real quick?
Listen, when I'm fucking right, you're gonna come back. I'm gonna quote this.
Okay, when you're right, I'll play Phasmophobia. How about that?
Well, you're gonna play tonight,
but
so it doesn't matter.
okay.
Damn it.
No, I'm down for that, but I do think Endo is doing something here because this is not the first time he has played with with fortune telling, and the fortune telling that came out of it was intimidating. Well, ominous. Like, this is not the first time. This actually happened at the fair. So I do think there's something intentional about this because he could have made the reading something really fucking goofy,
Mm-hmm.
like not just shit being put together, which to an extent they joke a little about Crowley doing that, but the moment you introduce smoke and a red blizzard, the idea of this just being for the sake of comedy goes out of the window.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Let me ask, what was the last time that there was like an omen or like a I guess vision or something? Oh, Broski. Oh God,
What?
Broski. Oh, okay. You mentioned this wasn't the first time. Like, what was the previous
when
time
when Melinda read her cards, like,
oh yeah, what did that say? I gotta go
many
back.
of the cards were actually in a position, or the cards themselves were not a good omen. Like, I recall at least that.
Spelling disaster, maybe for the family or for Yor, perhaps.
No, I think actually it spelled disaster for Anya, but because I recall,
yeah.
I recall Cannibal Maid actually took the time to research what the possible meaning will be, and I do recall that. Oh yeah, here it is. Like,
oh yeah.
Okay, so we have the Hangman, the Dead, we have the Star, we have. Oh yeah, Endo actually flexed and included the minor arcana, so we have.
Yeah, Cannibal Head. Oh jeez. Let me see if I can find it.
The Ace of Cups. But yeah, just the presence of dead is not a good sign in tarot.
Okay, Sid forwarded this. Okay. Yeah, because we had talked about it on the podcast too.
Yeah, we have.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna reread this, and keep in mind what we were just talking about with the prophecies, or whatever Aleister Crowley said. Okay,
Yeah.
3 of Swords, 3 bolts. So the 3 of Swords is probably the 3 Tonitrus bolts. Reverse 4 of Wands means conflict or tension. 10 of Pentacles means stability. But is that the one that's inverted?
No, the Ace of Cups is inverted to Melinda's position.
Oh, reversed 4 of Wands. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So 10 of Pentacles means stability. Reverse Star means perhaps you started out with great vision and enthusiasm, but you are now finding yourself overwhelmed by day-to-day routines that are boring and dreary. Okay. So Sid, whoever she forwarded this from, suspects that it's about Twilight. And then reversed Ace of Cup. You may not be meeting your partner or others in general with an open heart. It is likely that insecurity is playing a strong role.
Okay.
Does that ring a bell? That last one, does that ring a bell?
That one is definitely.
I don't know. Maybe it's not relevant at all, guys.
Yeah, not at all.
Maybe just a coincidence that we're talking about trust and not being forward with your feelings.
Who knows?
I think it's just a coincidence, guys.
Yeah, clearly, Blue.
Yeah, like
you don't trust my
This is
visions.
not the
I'm
first time.
Aleister Crowley right now, okay? I am Crowley.
Okay, Mr. Crowley.
This is actually one
Mr.
of
LaCrowley.
I'm Mr. LaCrowley.
Like, this is one of the most
Oh,
interesting things about this chapter to me, which is because, Endo is having fun with these guys being very goofy looking and reacting very silly to what Yori is asking for them. He's actually playing the fortune telling aspect of that has been introduced so far in a non-derisive, non-mocking way, like as if these may have some insight in what may happen in the future, which is, I don't know. It would be very, very, very easy to make fun of this, because a lot of fortune telling is a group of scam artists. If you know about the practices of how many horoscopes are written, you know what I mean.
I'm sorry. I am like so neck deep in trying to figure out this fucking tarot card reading.
Oh, okay.
I'm like,
all right.
I'm like, because, it's all here. I just have to like read it because it's like, okay, there's like positions for the tarot cards and it's all right here. I have it posted in the podcast chat. So the past, so that would be the, what was it? The wands. 4 wands means conflict or tension, and that was in the past. So the current problem right now is an upside down death, which that doesn't sound good. The future is represented by the 10 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Pentacles means stability. So the future will be stable. Or the future, how things will change. So stability will result in Ace of Cups. So then that would mean you may not be meeting your partner. It is likely that insecurity is playing a strong role. We must be able to love ourselves. Try and look inward and give yourself the love that you want before seeking it in another.
Oh, that is completely unrelated. Completely unrelated.
That's Twilight. That's fucking Twilight.
Yep.
Interesting. So I wonder. I wonder if Melinda gave your Twilight's reading, but Aleister is giving her reading. So, we don't have any reference for what the hell he's talking about.
Right.
So
even he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah, he's like fucking yogurt. Like, is this what we're?
No, I mean he was. He was trying to connect the spirits of the universe to answer about fucking yogurt. Even though the problem wasn't actual yogurt, and you can maybe guess the spirits of the universe will have known. He was like, yeah, sure, fuck it. Like, you gotta love how the 3 people there were like, oh my god, who cares? Like,
yeah,
this is
also,
such a stupid question.
I kind of wonder who these people are because it's Melinda Desmond, so like they're clearly like very upper crust people. So I mean, obviously, there's no way to know, but I can only imagine like the amount of power that's in this room, and like because one of them kind of looks like a soldier, like or like a very important businessman, the dude with the mustache. Anyway, so yeah, Yor gets her fortune. Melinda's all like, here's the notebook that I've been keeping because like I like thanks for being with me, Yor. I feel way more comfortable now. So here's all of my deep inner thoughts. Please give these to your husband.
Literally.
Like, my deepest secrets.
Luckily, Yor's a very honest person, so she'd never like look through that shit.
And Lloyd's like, gimme.
Yep.
He's like a kid who's like his parents about to give him like a lollipop. He's like, gimme, I want it.
This is the good shit right here. Is what I've been.
I mean, it was Christmas for him.
So it really was. It was Christmas for us too. I just all I care about is what Lloyd reads, and I'm just gonna read it out loud. So, after my husband fell ill and collapsed, it was as if he was a different person. For a while, he became reclusive and foul-tempered. I hadn't told my husband my work plans for the day, and yet as soon as he got home, he ordered me not to meet with the assembly member I'd planned to see. Was I being monitored? Was it around when my husband resigned as prime minister at the ministerial residence? Maybe. I'd heard Professor Othen was coming, so I was thinking of going to greet him, but I was stopped before I could even say a word. That harsh, silent glare left me paralyzed with fear. Professor Othen, everybody. Which,
yeah,
didn't we kind of talk about how he possibly might have like been a professor at Eden, and like clearly Donovan went to Eden, even though we didn't connect those two dots until like way later. But
right.
Yes.
And he's a professor of neurology at the Berlin University, so obviously very much working with the science and study of brains. Mm-hmm. Like maybe he was like a neurosurgeon or something before he became a professor, and maybe he did the brain surgery, the surgery on Donovan that gave him this mind reading ability.
My God. No, I don't think so. I've already said so? I don't think he can read minds.
Oh, we're back on that. Okay. Okay. So you're gonna believe all this mumbo jumbo about the occult stuff, but God forbid you believe that Donovan can read minds.
Because and you know what? Okay. I saw earlier this morning. Was it earlier this morning or last night?
You know what? That's fine, Kuro. It's totally cool.
Because there's a perfectly logical explanation for the way that Donovan is acting.
He's just autistic.
Not quite. I'm thinking because he was a professor of neurology. That's not a neuroscientist or a neurosurgeon or anything like that. That's just like how the brain works. And like the pathways of like understanding why brains work the way they do and that sort of thing. So it's interesting to me that he says, okay, after my husband fell ill and collapsed, it was as if he was a different person. He became reclusive and foul-tempered. She said that this was the reason why at this moment, that's when he changed. Okay. Right. So I'm just going to focus on that part. As far as like the like reading her mind bit or anything like that, I'm going to put that on the back burner. I just want like in that context, and also the fact that, okay, Professor Othen, if we're assuming that he knew, him from back in the day when he was at Eden, clearly he's somebody he trusts. He's also a doctor. After Donovan, became ill and collapsed, something pretty severe would have had to happen for him to collapse. And the way that it's framed here makes it seem like it was like really sudden. Like it wasn't just like, he was just like, he had a cough and like, fell over or something like that. To me, it sounds like he just like fell over one day and like immediately changed as a person. I'm thinking maybe he had like a stroke or something.
Oh my God.
I was going to say like, okay, so because so when he moves his face and stuff, he's not very expressive. Like,
yeah,
I'm thinking of like, so like you're saying with the stroke, like, do we think he had some kind of brain injury where like it's reduced the function in his facial muscles, so he can't really like Bell's palsy and stuff?
Yeah,
where like it's kind of ruined the nerves or something.
No, like, I mean there are a lot of possibilities with neurology here. Like it could have been a stroke.
Yeah, because it's like
there's a very, very, very big chance this has been induced, like in some form of version. But I wonder if on some level this is like a fugue state.
I mean, maybe, but I'm also just okay, because I'm thinking the specifically where she said I'd heard Professor Othen was coming, so I was going to greet him, but then I was stopped before I could even say a word. Like, if I'm still working on the assumption that, like, okay, Donovan knows what Professor Othen does, like he works with brains, and if Donovan had a stroke and suddenly he's not thinking the way he used to, and he's a different person, and he knows he's a different person, that would make me pissed off too. Just the fact that, like, I am a different person. I need to go talk to this person that I trust to, like, possibly fix me or, like, tell me what to do. And I don't want I don't think I would want my wife to, like, get in on that, at least not initially. Like, obviously, like, I don't know. Like, I think part of him, he'd be, like, embarrassed and just, like, very reserved, and, like, you know, especially back in that day, like, we're talking about how Melinda and, like, women were treated, and, like, people who were
it would have been at least the 50s at that point.
Yeah, like, not not neurotypical, and, like, the stigma associated with that. So just, like, for him to, like, think that his wife would see him differently, you know, I don't know, like, I in my eyes, it's more likely that, like, he suffered, like, a brain injury. Professor Othen was helping him, but he was very cross with his wife, and, like, he doesn't mean to be cross with his wife, but that's just how he is now. And also, he wants to keep it to himself. He doesn't want to involve her because he's anxious or nervous or, you know, afraid of what she would think of him. So he acts like an asshole. I don't know. That's what I'm putting on the table. I don't know if you might agree with that or not, but or does he read minds, but
I think he reads minds.
No,
fair enough.
I mean, the thing is, we know that Melinda knows he fell, and then when he woke up, but that doesn't mean the cause that made him eventually fall came at this. Well, was at that moment, you know. So if something happened before, because
back to, like, what she had said during their beating. Let's see.
Well, okay, I got a tinfoil hat theory.
Let me
put on.
Let me pass it over to you.
Yeah, thank you. What if, like, you know the movie Get Out where they do the brain swap thing? What if Donovan isn't Donovan because it's someone else's brain in that body or something, and the real Donovan's brain, like, he's been dead?
I would love that, but
yeah,
I mean, of course, I would love that.
Junji Ito shit, but just a crack theory. I know, I don't think that's probably what's happening here, but, you know, in another manga maybe that was more willing to be fucked up, I could see that happening. I was watching some Black Mirror episodes, so, like, it's kind of got that fucked up. Not, like, terrible. I only watched, like, the USS Callister one because I like that episode with, like, the digital clones and stuff. But anyway, that's my crack theory. Maybe there's another brain inside of there, and whoever Donovan used to be is just gone, just dead, and just some other person is impersonating Donovan. Because, you know, like, Melinda talks about how, like, he seems like such a different person, like he's been taken over, and her conclusion is he must be an alien, like, took over her husband's, like, identity or body or something. So, I mean, with that in mind, it kind of lines up with this idea, you know? Yeah.
I'm looking back at,
or like, I don't know, maybe it's like some hypnotism shit. Like, if we're gonna go back to the occultism stuff, maybe hypnosis was involved.
We're also going off the assumption,
or like programming, you know, like the sleeper agent kind of thing.
Oh, there's a mosquito.
Because, you know, sleeper agents were a big deal in the Cold War and stuff.
I mean, that is something.
I could see that, like, a trigger word, like, sets Donovan off or something like that.
I mean, that could be a route that Endo takes it. Like, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah,
but we're also working on the assumptions or the testimony of a lady who is like super into the occult and like consults it for everything. So of course her
you know
first
what?
thing is gonna go like, yeah, he's an alien, or like,
Okay,
yeah,
but
he
like,
fucking reads minds.
okay, but
No.
like, okay, during that time though, I know there was like, okay, I don't know how common this is, but
Roswell?
I know that there's like a lot of tropes about like rich housewives who try to find direction in their lives, and they usually go to like a fortune teller, a shaman to like get advice, like life advice and stuff.
No, yeah.
And
But,
which is basically what life coaches became in the future. But like, maybe that's kind of what Melinda's doing, is like, this is kind of like her life coach to like, if I like talk to Aleister Crowley here, maybe he can give me guidance about how to be a better wife or a better
mother
that's
totally
and stuff.
Happening.
No, yeah, it's totally.
Much.
But the way this is framed, it sounds like the occultism is a result of the change in personality. You know, like it's textbook Capgras syndrome. You know, like because that's an actual delusion. You know, the idea that your partner or someone is actually secretly a different person that they present as.
Right.
That has been exchanged. You know, it's an actual psychological condition. And of course, in the goddamn Cold War, that will lead to aliens. Because, it was the era when this kind of fiction became popular.
Right, and like the space race was going on between the US and Russia at that time.
Yeah.
In the 60s.
I mean, yeah, and it was when the idea of finding aliens became popular. And, well, in America, the entire...
I'm sure it was popular everywhere, other places too.
Yeah. No, of course, but it was. I mean, I was making I was putting emphasis on America because the entire Roswell incident took place, and that just blew people's minds into this idea. But yeah, like, I do think that the occult stuff is more a response to the change that Melinda saw than an actual, an actual thing that was part of her life before this. I mean, it could be that she was already into occult stuff, and her first reaction, like, "Oh, he's weird, he's a fucking alien." But this strikes me more as a way to try to rationalize something that is beyond her understanding. Because if someone suddenly completely shifts personality, like not even as something you can identify as a manipulation tactic, like the person is suddenly unrecognizable, that is scary and hard to parse, especially if the person in question has power.
Man, what if it's just something really sad and fucked up, like Donovan's got like early onset dementia or something?
I mean, I honestly think Endo's gonna give us the fake out. Like, he loves to do that shit. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like an actual like mental problem, and he's just
he's just forgetting everything and everyone he ever once cared about or loved. Yeah, it's totally funny. Haha, Spike's family.
Oh man,
no, that will be fucked in the wrong way.
Yeah, no, honestly, if he goes that route, I'm actually gonna be pissed off. Like,
yeah,
as somebody with a family member like that, like, I wouldn't like want that.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. I do believe the way this has been set up, it's something more, because the entire thing, why Melinda feels intimidated, and why Damien feels intimidated, and why Demetrius is such a fucking weirdo, is because they feel that he can read their minds. You do not get that with dementia. Like,
no.
I mean, unless it was the saddest, most convoluted string of coincidences that somehow his dementia aligned with the things they were thinking at the moment. Like, no,
I don't know. I honestly don't know
Well,
because
paranoia. Okay, so they say that Donovan's like famously paranoid, right? Like
I was
maybe
gonna
it's
say
like a schizophrenia thing.
I think Melinda's a little paranoid. Okay, and I mean, we see that, but I'm looking back on this, and part of it is she's unreliable as like.
Oh, you think she's an unreliable narrator? Like her perspective on the things
Yeah,
is very
because
clouded. I mean, that's fair. Her perspective, yeah.
When she's with Lloyd, she's like, I can't even remember when all this began. Was it shortly after my first child, or was it the second? I don't remember. And then in the notebook right here, she's like, I can't remember. Was it around when my husband resigned as prime minister? She's like, I can't recall. So like, she can't remember specifically when all of this is happening.
God, she's me for real.
I mean, well, yeah, it's one of those things where you feel for the character, but you have to acknowledge their mental state, like, and that may affect how reliable they are when recounting things. Like,
because we don't know Donovan's perspective at all.
No, and also the story makes a point to repeatedly emphasize that she doesn't remember the dates. Like, even Lloyd notes it out loud. Like, she doesn't remember the dates, but the conversations she remembers vividly.
Yeah.
So the fact that she has a hazy recollection of things is relevant, like particularly relevant. But I don't know why or to what end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like she might have probably been like dissociating a lot during that time in her life, obviously to cope, to the point that she can't really remember the the actual timeline of how things happened and like when her husband started to change. Was it around when her kids were born? Like because like obviously between her first and second, like that's a 12-year time gap. That's a 12-year time gap.
Yeah.
And like it makes me sad to think too that she was so worried and afraid of him and still had a second kid with him. Like,
yeah, that is
really depressing idea to put forth, you know, that she felt that way about him and they still had a second kid out of it. And at this point, like she's completely living on her own. Because it's just better that way.
It would have had to have been Damien though, because I'm sorry, freaking Demetrius, when he was a kid, Donovan was fine. Yeah.
Right.
So like
well again so
no, I'm just trying to put the timeline together.
We're going to assume that Demetrius must have already been around for quite, like been a kid when Donovan started to probably change. At least I would say, because like, okay, remember that Demetrius was the one who kind of put this idea in Melinda's head that something is wrong with Donovan, like he can read minds or some shit. So he must have at least been old enough to remember how his father was before and after whatever happened to him. So, right.
But I'm thinking, wait, hold on though. See, the timelines aren't matching up because...
Right.
All right, so... we're working on the assumption, okay, just at the top of your head, how long ago do you think the war was?
At least it ended at least 10 years ago.
Okay, 10 years.
Yeah.
All right. 17 about. Okay, yeah. Yeah, at least
because we did confirm that Lloyd was 16 when he joined the army for the war, and the war did end shortly afterwards, so he must have been only a couple more years after that. And even though we don't know how old he is now, we do know it's been 10 years since that war.
Okay,
so he might be like 28 or something, honestly.
Okay, yeah, because Millie was a kid when her father died, right? Like she was so about, okay, we're gonna say like, generous estimate like 12 years.
Yes.
That would still mean that Demetrius was like 2 years old, and then he was born. He was born after Donovan resigned, I believe, because it was like right after the war, or like right, towards the end of the war. That's when Demetrius was born. I don't
right, because I don't know what the term limit is like for a prime minister, if there is a term limit. Like, we do know that Donovan was a war hero during the war. Trying to think here.
Yeah, because he became prime minister because he was a war hero.
Yeah, right.
So like, and so the war would have already been going on. Like, it was going on for like, okay, because we're gonna assume that Lloyd was like what, like 10, 11, and we're gonna go for like 5, 6 years.
So yeah, so like an addiction. So more like the duration of the war was at least like. Are you saying like it's
6 or
at
7?
least?
Like,
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. Like 6 or 7 year long war. Donovan would have had to do something, okay, to become a war hero, and then he was elected prime minister, and he resigned after the war. That would have been like, okay, like literally right at that point, yeah, Demetrius would have been born. Fast forward, 5, 6 years, and Donovan is fine. He's tutoring Demetrius, and everything is cool. And yet Melinda is saying like this was back at the ministerial the ministerial house. So that was when he was prime minister, but this was after, because Donovan was normal when they were living there. And yet she's saying that before, or I guess when Demetrius was a baby, he had already changed, but he wasn't different back then. So, like, what is it? Like, which one are we going with?
I thought that the vision of Demetrius and Donovan, like, getting along, I thought that was just a made-up thing that Damien came up with. Because when he talked with Jeeves corrected him and told him, no, your dad wasn't really around for Demetrius the way you think he was. So I thought that was just an imagination vision, not like an actual memory or anything. So...
Maybe? I don't know, but it would... Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Raph's trying to send info to us right now.
Oh, yeah, Raph should... Raph is saying
the timeline.
About 8 years for the war. Lloyd was around 10 when it started, and it ended by the time his friends became age to join the army. True. So what, they would have had been 18, right? You're right about that. Well, I would disagree with that, because back then it was like 16, 17. Well, no, because you...
Oh.
Now I gotta fucking go back and look.
Yeah, I was
gonna say. Oh, okay. Damn, mission 60. Okay, yeah, he would have had been 18. He was around 16, yeah. That's really generous back in the day, because 50s and 60s, man, he would be like 16, you probably would have been fine. Like, they probably would have let you in.
If you looked, I think, old enough or big enough, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Depending on how desperate they were. I mean, at that point, like, Lloyd had been growing up with the war, and it was, like, waning towards the end. So I think they were like, you know what, we'll just, like, overlook the fact that you don't have proper paperwork and shit like that.
True. Yeah, I mean, fair. So, okay, 18. About 8 years. Yeah. So, I don't know. I just, like... It could... The timeline isn't set in stone, obviously. It's just like I'm trying to piece it together, and it's not fitting perfectly. So I don't know. Like I said, it's unreliable narrator, because clearly Melinda is right about things, and she's also probably wrong about things. So there's no real way for us to know that until, I guess Lloyd will talk to the Authens here soon. Hopefully in this next chapter, and we get a little bit more clarification about at least his relationship to Donovan and like how he knows the Desmonds, which will be very interesting. Like, I'm super hyped to learn all of that. But yeah, I guess in the meantime, we could really just like it's up in the air, like it usually is with...
I know. This is so fascinating to get like just a little bit more about what was going on during that time. I fucking love it.
Yeah, we're back, baby. We're theorizing again. Look at us.
I don't want to jump to too many conclusions or anything about how back we are, but it is just great and refreshing to get just a little bit more about what was going on with Donovan and Melinda during that time, and having an actual canon connection with Othen, because I know that when we first met him, there was a lot of speculation going on about like what like was going on with him, how involved might he be with this plot, because obviously he and his wife joined it for a reason and everything. And I feel like it might be a little bit of like kind of a race against the clock to try and get Othin to kind of jog his memory about what was going on during that time, because you know his memory is kind of failing him since he's in his 80s now, you know.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And I'm not like trying to say like, oh, we gotta hurry before the man dies or something.
Well,
but
no,
like,
he's like losing his mind.
He's
like...
old and he's not remembering things properly. Like, who knows how much time he might have left? He might be like the last piece of key evidence or information about Donovan before it gets taken away. You know, because it is interesting that like it's very interesting to me that Othin was kind of close enough to Donovan to like be trusted like this, and yet Donovan doesn't seem that paranoid or worried about Othin anymore. Maybe just because he is older, or maybe because he was very trustworthy, or some blackmail or some bullshit. Like, who even knows, you know? Like what was going on. But like whatever happened with Donovan, whatever is going on, whatever that big secret is, Othin clearly is a very key factor in it. And like I don't know how Endo's going to handle the story like arc or plot going forward, like if we're going to get a little bit more of it or if we're going to move on to something else. But
we
I
better
will
not
be
move on. Like, we better fucking see off in this chapter.
I'm gonna be sitting in bated breath and, you know, just like can't wait to see what happens whenever it happens. Like, I'm not holding out my hope that it's gonna happen immediately after this chapter.
No,
I mean, I will be looking forward to it when it comes back.
No, I mean, there has to be a continuation on some level, because this chapter didn't feel like it closed anything. Well, no. Not even like, even if Endo throws us a curveball and makes a short mission with Eden bullshit next time, whatever follows is gonna, you know, be on this thread. Like I don't think he's gonna drop it. Maybe he's not gonna give us a gigantic lore drop, but this is gonna lead to something. Like,
right. Like, honestly, Endo, I will say, I think he actually does quite a good job with like kind of writing a mystery.
I literally was gonna say, I was like, I enjoy the mystery. The
Desmond mystery is the most like, it is the thing I think that everyone is so like eaten up with, trying to understand like what is going on with this guy and his family. Like, what is the timeline? And whether Endo meant to or not, kind of just withholding a lot of that information about the timeline, the history, the culture, like everything like that has really built up a very good just sense of like mystery. And like, we're peeking into this world, but we're just not going to get all that exposition dumped because Endo's not that kind of writer. And it's like so frustrating and so fascinating because I'm both am so entertained by not having all that exposition, but I kind of wish I did have a little bit more. It's like the way I feel about like Amazing Digital Circus right now. For those who know, you know, that show does a very fantastic job of just giving you really interesting stories about these individuals going through living in this digital prison, essentially. But we don't know how it happened. We don't know who created it. There's just a lot of theories and mysteries going on right now because there's just such a lack of information. We're just watching the after effects of it. And that's essentially what Spike's family is doing, is like we're just watching the after effects of whoever the fuck was in charge, whoever the fuck did all these things that put all these characters on the path they're at right now.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I'm like so hungry for more with the Desmonds, especially. Like, I love how fucked up and mysterious their family is. And like, even with Melinda, like, even though we have Melinda literally working with Lloyd, like, her memory is so spotty that there's like not much useful information coming out of her right now. Like, she can't be very clear. I don't know if like maybe she has any other diaries written down with more clear information from that time when it was fresh. Like, if maybe we could get our hands on that would be great. But fuck if I know if we're gonna get that. Who knows?
No, yeah. I Okay, this is not an observation about your observations. I just I just couldn't help but think when you say the After Effects. Like I will have used the word aftermath because when I heard After Effects, I cannot stop thinking about that stupid animation program. Oh my god.
Adobe.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I'm not talking about no Adobe. We fuck Adobe in this household. They suck ass.
And with that,
Amen.
we end this. We end this episode.
I'm gonna end this episode saying support other art programs. Adobe is bleeding you dry like goddamn vampires. They suck ass, and I will stand on that. Don't ever talk to me, Adobe.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. But yeah, no, this is great talk, guys. Like I said, or I guess like we've been saying, definitely need to continue with the Authens. Want to know what's happening? Endo, make it happen next chapter, or we will be upset. And
Yeah.
other than that, I think we've said what we needed to say. But yeah, we're back, baby.
You know we're back when I come in with the amazing speech right at the end there.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta end it strong. But
yeah.
In the meantime, guys, we're gonna go ahead and call it here. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.